Hey guys, it's Joseph with an F here, and today I am recreating a very iconic house that I'm sure many of us know. It is the blue house from the intro video of The Sims 3. So, if you play the game, unless you have a mod that disables it, it plays the intro video every single time. And this is the family that the pregnant mom with the blonde dad and their redheads. This is where they live. And I put the house up in the corner just in case you are kind of forgetting what we're going towards. And it is honestly really difficult. It was super difficult, and it took me about 4 hours to do. Um, because I wanted to make sure I got everything right. And the only interior picture we have of the house to go off floor plan wise was the kitchen. And even then, we only see one specific angle. But I do have that angle exactly down. Not to flex, but yeah, I worked really hard to make sure that at least was the most accurate. The rest of the house, I made up myself, but it is only base game, because I was like, well, I want it to be at least a little bit accurate. So here I'm just starting with the front door. I did like that they used the three tile door, because you gotta remember, okay, the game came out in 2009. I would say that we could even gather that maybe the intro video was filmed in like 2008. Yeah. It's a super weird shape though. And the back of it is completely flat because I was like, I don't really know what to go for here, and they don't have a ton of backyard space, but I did make sure to find out that where the house was placed. So all of the houses that you see in the intro video, none of them are actually in-game. You all know that. But they all are on existing empty lots. So this house is the one next to Jamie Jolina's house. And across from the Keatons. And if you look in the picture up in the top corner, you can see on the very left, that is the back of Christopher Steele's house. And then on the right, that is the bunches. So I could triangulate which house it was, and it had an empty lot there, and I was like, there we go. And it was the perfect size for this house. So I was like, okay. So they built all of these houses on empty lots. I know the beach one is on the beach one with the dad who likes the fish and his sons. That one is it is the beach right under the wolf mansion. Yeah. So here I finally figured out how to do the fence on the other side. I kept rewatching the intro video to try and see, because we only really see a certain angle, so I was having to do a lot of work to figure this out. And here I'm just starting on the roofing. I don't lower it yet until I get the wall texture in that the roofs have, because I'm using that as kind of a measurement. So yeah, and here you can see this is where I start to struggle with this corner of the house. This is where the kitchen is, because we can see in the intro video they have the French doors leading outside, so this is where that is. You can't see in this picture, but in another angle you can tell in the video that there's one bump out, and then behind it there's another bump out that's just one tile behind it. Here, I'm starting to use the kitchen scene as a reference so that I know how to space things. I found out that they had to have used move objects while building this house, because a lot of the stuff is placed on alt, or else you wouldn't be able to see it, so that's kind of interesting. Here, I was putting in the French doors like I was saying. I was also thinking maybe I could recreate the family. That would be pretty difficult, because we don't really see their faces. We see the dad and we see the daughter later on in the video, but we do not see the mom. Much, other than she's pregnant. And I do make sure to put in baby stuff in this house, or baby and toddler, so you'll be fully fine. There's a nursery. There's 3 bedrooms, so I made one for the daughter, one for the family, or one for the parents, and then one for the baby. And I also I've always kind of imagined that whenever they have their baby, it's going to be a boy. I don't know why. There's literally no reason to, but that's just what I imagined. And also, I did keep a very blue theme throughout this house, because the kitchen is very blue, the outside of the house is very blue, and the mom's even wearing blue, so I was like, okay, I guess this family likes blue. So a lot of the walls are blue, a lot of the furnishing is kind of blue as well. Blue and white and green are the colors I kind of went for. Waiting to yawn. It's kind of early for me, I guess. So here I am just trying to get the angle right. And also, in order to take the intro video, they had to have knocked out the counters, or the wall behind the counters. So there we go. I'm moving back to the outside of the house and starting on the siding and the wall colors. The the lighting mod I have in my game makes things a lot more teal and saturated. So I was really struggling to get the colors accurate to the video because obviously the video doesn't have a mod in, duh. So I also learned that while building with this lighting mod, if you go to night mode, the lighting is a lot more similar to how the original game is, so that's fine. Here I am starting on that weird roof texture, like I said. Originally I thought it was this bamboo one, but it's not. Oh. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know why the house disappeared right there. Yeah, so here I'm starting on it. It's kind of odd, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the choices they made with this house, the colors and stuff, are kind of odd, but I like it. It's, like, very cute, and I think I'm gonna just place this down in my game. Because those are empty lots, you know? And it's there, and it fits the lot perfectly because it's kind of meant to be there. It would have been so cool if they would have launched the game with these houses and families, because if you look at the intro video on the official Sims count, because they posted it back in 2009 whenever the game launched, it says, "A day in the life of the inhabitants of Sunset Valley." And then you don't see any of these people ever, because they aren't in game. Here I am changing the color again. That's a little more closer. And now I gotta start on the turret, I guess, or the bump out that has rock. But yeah, like I was saying, like, it would have been so cool to, like, actually see these families in-game. Considering the description calls them the inhabitants of Sunset Valley. And a couple of them are on, actually, the cover of the box. And, using a lot of the promo for the base game before the game came out. Which is interesting. And they don't launch ever. I've been doing a lot of research on the promotional Sims for The Sims 3 that we never got to see in-game. Like that blonde lady with the red dress from Late Night that we've all seen in all the ads and stuff. Her, like, she never appears in-game. Oh, and here I remember that they have a fireplace, so place that down. Yeah, I'm just placing windows and stuff. It's nothing really exciting. This is a long video. I hope you guys will, like, stop in and have, like, a snack or a drink or something, because it's long. I do, like, just really like this house. I just think it's so cute. And, like, it's perfect for a family, you know? So, like, even if you don't end up playing in it, you can always place it down, and then maybe, like, a townie family will move in or something, or, like, a pre-made will change houses, because they do that with story progression sometimes. And then I'm starting to place the outdoor objects that we can see. So they have the hanging plant, this wall sconce, and a texture I don't even think they changed up. Like, I think it's just the base default color whenever you place it down. And then you can tell these plants, but then there was another plant right in front of this bucket, or a barrel, that I could not tell what it was. It was something in a white splotch, but I just ended up not placing it because I literally could not tell what it was. And I cut out me trying to, like, test that. Here I am, messing with the door. There's a lot of different shades of blue in this house. Which, it's fun, but it's also like, ugh, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like, if this was a real house, you would not like that. The landscaping was also kind of fun to do, because you can tell, like, directly what color, like, what flowers they're using, but that's towards the later end of the video. They also have the orange minivan, which, fun fact, that's just the default color. So I think, since we were never gonna see these houses in game, they might have, like, been like, look at all the different types of houses you can build, but then at some point, like, skimped out and just started placing down the default textures of things, which, I can't fault them. It's just like a minute-long intro video. They're not really intending you to play with it. Well, they never did, because obviously it's not in-game. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm just looking at the window color and deciding if I need to change it up. Oh yeah, because I thought there was blue in those windows, but there's not even a swatch part for the middle part to be blue, not the frame, but the inside. And here I'm starting on the train paint. And again, the picture I have pulled up is not like a great one, because there's whenever it flies over to the house in the video, you can tell a little more about the terrain paint. I also placed down the car here so I can get the spacing right. Yeah, just the little one with the minivan. See, and then you can tell in the flyover to the house, there's a spot on the driveway missing terrain paint right behind the car. There we go. See, it was very odd. I don't know. This is like I don't know. I was like really proud of how this came out because like it's just a nice little family home. Like I could totally see myself playing in it just because it's. I mean, it is really expensive. I think it comes out to be like 85,000 simoleons, which that's a ton. But it is a family house, and you know, I didn't use cheap stuff. Like you can tell in the video they have like a semi-expensive fridge and a very expensive stove. Yeah. So here I am starting on some of the landscaping, and you can tell they use the daisies and the hydrangeas, and they have a cherry tree out front. And then they also have like this weird circle of white daisies with rocks all around it. And I was like, okay. It's a very odd thing to have, but you know, whatever. Again, I can't comment on their choices because like it's not even a house that launched in game. We never see it. But you know, I bet someone, somewhere at some point had these houses in their game, and they could have uploaded them to the exchange or something. Because fun fact, with me doing all that research on the promo sims lately, I found out that a couple of them are actually on the exchange, like uploaded by the sim gurus at the time, with the houses, like especially the ones who featured in like the game, like the videos that were like showing off the game before. Like there are a couple that Grant Rodaic, I don't know, Grant, whatever his name is, you know him. Whenever he worked on the game, because he was like an executive producer or something, I don't know. A lot of his sims and the builds actually are on the exchange, which is interesting. I have one of them, and guess what? It fits on an empty lot. Like you can download one of them, and it totally fits on one of the empty lots down by the beach. Like, see, it would have been just like a fun little thing if they just would have put these at least on the exchange so you can place them in there, because they totally fit in the world of Sunset Valley, and they totally like. There's nothing weird or spectacular about them, obviously, but like they're nice houses. Oh, here I am making up what the landscaping is over here. You never see this. So that side of the house, I was just kind of making up. Back to the kitchen, because now we're starting on the interior. So I just made sure, because the kitchen is the only room we know what it mainly looks like in this house, so I did my absolute best to match everything perfectly. And you'll notice that the phone. You're on. You'll notice that the phone on that counter right there is actually, or I guess it's an island. Yeah, you know what I mean. It is turned backwards, and the game wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me turn it around forward, like forward facing. It was very weird. Sorry, I guess one of my neighbors has started to do yard work right outside my window. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. Okay, but it wouldn't let me turn the phone around. And you can tell in the video the phone is turned around the right way, which was very weird. So I was like, either they changed the mechanics of how the phone can set on the counter in between the time they filmed the intro video and launch, which I doubt, or something's just going on that I can't understand. That teddy bear being there seems really weird. It is actually in the video whenever it zooms in on the daughter feeling the mother's stomach. You can see there's a teddy bear sitting next to the bar stool right there, which is interesting. And then also you can tell in the picture right there that there's magazines and a makeup kit on the like dining table, which I don't get at all. And here I am placing some not countertops, these are cabinets. Yeah, and you can actually tell in the video they're using one of the hidden swatches for these cabinets that have no glass in them, because if you actually are in game, they only have the glass swatches, with the glass on top, or in front, which isn't a problem, but it's just like sometimes you don't want glass, so makes it a lot more usable. Just put in some plant. I feel like this family also really likes plants because looking at the outside of their house, at the front door, they have like 3 different plants, and they have so many flowers in the garden. So I feel like they probably like to be at like they at least one of the family loves the outdoors, right? Or maybe even green thumb. Maybe the mom likes the garden. Because I was kind of thinking like, okay, if I want to recreate this family too and do another video on that, 1, would be really fun. I think I would enjoy it because I love creative stuff. But 2, I would also have to be filling in a lot of the blanks. Well, all of the blanks for what this family's like. And that's really like it. Like I would say that the dad is probably like a natural cook because we can see him like flipping the pancakes in the air and he makes it. Yeah, also, again, you can tell with this, like, the textures, I don't know, the tile top on the counter, it is purple because you can tell in the video, like, it's purple, and it's super weird. I don't really get it. And also the cabinets have this blue sheen to them that you only get if you change the color to blue. And I put in a coffee maker and a microwave because you don't see that part of the kitchen, but I just kind of thought because it's like a modern family, they would probably have those. Yeah, just messing with the wood texture on the table. It took me a really long time to get, and you can tell in the video that the table has blue legs, and I was like, why is this family so obsessed with blue? Like, I need to know. I need answers. And also, I keep saying also, you can tell in the picture that the chairs have like almost the exact same color as this default swatch right here. Don't get it. This rug, very ugly. I don't know what they were going for there, but hey, to each their own. And the light is purple. The light is like a bluish purple. I made the coffee maker green to tie in some of the green stuff in the kitchen. And that the kitchen kind of set off the color scheme for this entire house, if I'm going to be honest. Very blue and green, and white. I don't want to say coastal, but to me it's giving like coastal, like maybe New England, but that's not. I'm pulling stuff out of thin air. Like, I don't know. I don't really know architecture styles. That's just what the color scheme is giving me. Yeah. Sorry, I was just... So, as we can see, the living room and the hallway and the landing upstairs and the office little study area is all going to be blue. Because I was like, I don't really know. It's basic to do a blue suburban house, I know, but this is literally the blue suburban. This is me going through the video games because I was like, oh, I have all these stuff that I haven't used yet. Same thing here with like popcorn and cotton candy machines. I was like, whoa. Oh, I thought maybe putting a telescope outside would be kind of cute. My thought was like maybe the daughter is more into like, I don't know, like astrology or chess maybe. I thought that could be fun. Keeping this house entirely base game, I'm gonna be real, it was so difficult. So difficult. Because is the base game really, really good? Yeah, it has a lot of amazing stuff in there that I use like in all my builds. But also, it was so difficult to keep it only base game. Like, I was missing so many like couches or TVs or beds. Beds especially was kind of hard. I was like, ugh. And then like no store content. I try not to make my builds store content for YouTube whenever I'm uploading them for you guys because my store content is all in package file, so I don't think even if you have the proper like packs installed through the launcher or store content sets installed through the launcher that it would work because mine are in package file and I don't think the game can compute that. I don't know. Oh, I made these sofas like a light leathery color because my aunt has those not leftover, but she's had them since like 2009. And I was like, that seems realistic to me. It's a very like family couch type of thing. It's durable, you know. And also, I guess we're supposed to imagine that this house is set in 2009 because that's literally when the intro video came out. So yeah, here I am changing the stair color. I don't know, it just matches the floor. There's nothing really special about it. And then I go through and change all the arches and doorways, their color to white, because this house has white trim, which I know it seems like, I don't know, I personally find it a bit basic to have everything have white trim, but a lot of houses have that. I guess it's just because I grew up in a house with wood trim and molding and stuff, so I'm like, because I have an older house. Yeah, originally I was going to use one of the debug lights to keep this lit, but then I was like, no, I don't want to use anything that isn't just like base game without having to do cheats, so I got rid of it and added another light way later on in the video. Here I am starting on the little office. I don't know if it's an office, it's just like a computer room, I guess. That's probably what my family would have called it, is the computer room. And it has obviously the computer, a little chair, and I'm putting a bookshelf, and then I think I put a stereo in because I was like, oh, I haven't put a radio down. Yeah, so maybe one of them likes to listen to music while they read. There's also 2 bathrooms in this house. I don't know if I said that. There's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. One upstairs and one downstairs. The one downstairs is the only one with bathtub, which I guess is inconvenient because the nursery for the baby is upstairs and toddlers. Oh, wait. You can't bathe toddlers, can you? Am I losing my mind? I don't know if you can bathe toddlers. I made the chair green. Like I said, the whole house is having this like green and white and blue color scheme, I think. Yeah, I forgot. I even made the bathrooms green. So, I don't know. It just feels like those colors specifically give me like 2009, 2010. Because everyone's like, see, we're clean, we're modern. I forgot to record, so these are the bathrooms. Back to these. See, they're green with like this growth text, like tile. I was thinking like what it would feel dated now, but probably would have been nice back then. So I'm just transferring all of the stuff from the downstairs bathroom to the upstairs bathroom, because I'm just keeping them exactly the same. Just because, I don't know. I don't know if that's realistic, honestly, but I've done it. I do it in like every house I build. Like I have all the bathrooms be the same color scheme and just copy the same objects. Oh, I don't know why I jumped outside right there. That was a little odd. Yeah, so upstairs only has a shower, and the only shower that's like box and not corner enter in the base game is the cheapest one. So hopefully that house doesn't, hopefully the shower doesn't break down too much for you guys whenever you download it. Yeah, so I'm finishing putting in windows upstairs and then deciding what to do. So this is going to be the daughter's bedroom. I kept it pink. I'm not 100% sure why. It's not because she's a girl. Let's just say that. It's literally not because of that. I think it was just because I needed like an easy color, and I was also thinking like 2009, what did my sister have? Because I do have a younger sister, so I was like, what was her bedroom? And her bedroom was pink and green, so I went for that color scheme. Kind of like watermelon-y though, which, that's fine. Lots of kids posters. I put that little oven thing in there. I like to place that in my kids' rooms. I think it's kind of fun. And here I was like, oh crap, we have a nursery, so I started placing some nursery stuff and some windows. I thought about placing a different type of window here, but I was like, no, I'll just keep it to the ones that they very clearly have in the house. Oh, another thing. This house, especially from the outside, it kind of gives me the same vibes as Sims 2 houses. Like the way they're structured and things, because they have like a very weird, almost boxy shape, and I just think it makes a little more sense for that, if you think about it in that sense, because they were just coming off of The Sims 2 where everything was built a certain way, so obviously they're still holding on to some of those building techniques. I just thought that was interesting. I put in a little area with a bookshelf, and like a chair and a lamp set. you don't have a rocking chair in the base game, but in my mind I was like, this is where you would like rock the baby to sleep and read it books and sing to it and stuff. I don't know. All the stuff you do with babies. I don't know yet, I'm not a dad. This is gonna be the master bedroom. This was a struggle. I still honestly don't like how it came out that much, but it works. I mean, it fits everything perfectly, but I was just like, only using the base game is limiting, especially when it comes to a master bedroom. I felt like I was very stifled creatively. But yeah, that lamp was huge, that's why I pulled it out. I was like, whoa. I don't know. I put that home sweet home wall tapestry, wall art thing that I thought was cute, and I feel like the family would have that there. Trying to find a plant, decided to check the cow plants out. Trying to find a plant to put on the desk. So I ended up putting a hanging plant and a potted plant. Thought that was cute. Again, it's kind of sticking with like the family's outdoorsy vibe. I really do think maybe the mom likes to garden, but maybe since she's pregnant, she can't do as much. So her daughter's husband has to do it. I put that coffee table there. In my mind, it's like an ottoman type thing, but we don't have folded laundry, so I put magazines instead. Yeah, checking it out. I made sure all the bedrooms had carpet, which is something if you watch any of my other videos, I don't do that a lot. I prefer to have it in like wood with rugs. Maybe that's a more modern thing, and also because, again, my house is old, so it has wood flooring and not carpet. But I don't know. But I thought, again, 2009, kind of dated by our standards. I was like, they could have carpet bedrooms. This bedspread was giving me a lot of trouble with the default texture. For some reason, it was like jumping to extreme colors. And at first I was going to like, okay, make the parents' room like blue and yellow, but then I decided I want that for the nursery. Yellow and blue. So I made it blue and green, like everything else in this freaking house. And, yeah, I don't know. So, right here I'm just recoloring the mirror and the dresser and stuff. I came back and had to fix the dresser handles, because right now you can tell they kind of blend. They're metal, I swear, but they kind of blend into the wood of the dresser, which I was like, no. Also, I've never used that base game painting, the blue one with the city skyline. I don't know. I can look forward to this, but I've never used it. Maybe I'll use it again. Here we go, finally working on the daughter's room. These bedrooms, I'm gonna be real, once it got to the point of these bedrooms, I was exhausted having to build. I told you guys, this build took about 4 hours. And I felt it at the end of it. I spent a good amount of yesterday afternoon building this, which, don't get me wrong, I love it, and I love how it came out, and I love that I get to share it with you guys, but good lord, it took a very long time to just do this. And whenever it came to these bedrooms, when I was having to, like, not recreate it, but rely on my own headspace to do it, I was like, I can't think. I'm just now realizing I did not recolor that fireplace. Not once. I looked at it and was like, I should do that, and then did not. But I don't think it doesn't match, so if you guys really care that much, you can go ahead and change it to match the house a little better, but I don't think it doesn't fit that well. The bedrooms are a little scarce whenever it comes to objects, but also if you look at the kitchen in the video, it kind of is too, so I think it's okay. Again, base game, kind of limited. It has everything your family needs though, and like you can totally play with it just base game. Oh, maybe if you're doing a legacy, this could be your house with your kids, like the founder's house or whatever, for the first generation. That could be fun. If you want to go all the way and only have them use objects from each of the packs. I've never actually played a legacy. I feel like that's kind of difficult, you know? Maybe I should try it sometime. Maybe that could be like a series later on or something. Yeah, here's the nursery. I actually really love how it came out, because it's very bare and very simple, but in my mind it's because the family's like, we don't know what we're gonna need for the baby. We don't know what we're gonna want. Because in my mind they're expecting a little boy, which I think is adorable. I love this texture, that pattern I don't know what it is. It just reminds me of like toddler rooms. So that's what I used it for. Fix the lamp to match other things. I also, you'll notice no curtains in the entire house, which kind of pained me to do, but that is because if you check, what am I pausing here for? How weird. If you check the video, like I said, they have no curtains in the kitchen. So I was like, I guess they don't have curtains anywhere. Super weird, not something I would have done, but hey, maybe this family just really likes sunlight. Maybe they turn off all their power and only rely on sunlight. Look at them. What am I even talking about? Yeah. So here I am finishing up the nursery, and this is the last... No, I lied. It's not the last room, because there's also the upstairs landing. Which I put a fish tank, because I was like, someone wants to have a fish tank in this house, and it's me. So I put a fish tank, I put another plant, I believe, and then I put the sunflower painting from the base game, which I realized I had not used in the entire house, and I was like, oh, this family would love that, because it's like yellow and blue and green, and it matches the whole scheme. Couldn't decide what wall I wanted to put it on. Yeah, so switching out debug lighting for regular lighting, checking out how the house looks and making sure I have it placed in the right spot, and here I am doing some terrain painting, which they don't have in the video, but I was like, sorry, I need to have terrain painting. I'm an OCD freak. So when it comes, so I think I'm just gonna like leave you guys there. Screenshots are coming up really soon, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to tune in to my next video. I think it's gonna be another Sunset Valley rotational play, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun YouTube things, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.